Let me just preface this by saying that the NATO decision to thus far keep its troops out of the Ukraine is one that I approve. Two nuclear superpowers do not need to come to direct conflict right now. That would be a bad idea. With that said, it seems that an astonishingly large number of Americans disapprove of sending military surplus to the Ukrainians, preferring diplomatic solutions, some even playing footsie with the Russian propaganda lines that eastern Ukraine is ethnically Russian and that NATO's encroachment eastward is a threat to Russia, or a violation of an agreement. I have to ask those people how it feels to unironically support Putin in his invasion. What are things like in the Neville Chamberlain camp of philosophy? At what point did you forget history, or just the way it repeats itself? There was no written agreement that NATO would not expand east, and if Russia didn't want it to, then they should have stopped invading their neighbors like Georgia, and, the fact that they already invaded Ukraine in 2014. Withholding military aid from Ukraine is not going to de-escalate the situation. Keeping our troops out of the country, which I still maintain to be the wiser course of action, will not de-escalate the situation. No diplomatic solution is going to de-escalate this situation without neutering either Russia or NATO. Putin put troops in Belarus, along the northern border of western Ukraine, which isn't even the part you're calling ethnically Russian. The Black Sea is full of Russian naval units that are just performing a routine exercise. Do you really think anything at this point is going to stand him down? The stick Europe and NATO are using right now is the carrot. The only thing, and I say this with a slight hyperbolic overtone, but the only thing that can de-escalate the Ukrainian border is if Putin realizes that it's not going to be just a smash and grab. Military aid is the diplomatic solution, and I am completely comfortable calling you a fool if you think otherwise. Is this going to be World War III? Short answer, no. Slightly longer answer, not right away. Russia can't annex and assimilate the Ukraine nearly fast enough for that. Not to mention the diplomatic blowback from a successful invasion would temporarily cripple Russia's economy. So, if they're not making a grab for all of Europe, and they face unprecedented economic sanctions for their actions, what's the point? What's Putin's angle? I got one word for you. China. I got some more. North Korea, Iran, Turkey. The latter one may be a key NATO ally, but their economic actions and rhetoric leave the informed viewer with no doubt that they are also a key Russian ally. These are all rogue nations with imperialist ambitions beyond their borders. Putin is looking for allies by saying, look what I can get away with. Imagine what you could. By signaling that you don't want us sending aid to the Ukraine, you're basically helping him do that. Like it or not, the least incompetent thing we could possibly do is what the Biden administration is already doing, supporting without committing troops. Also, for those of you repeating the line about Ukraine being ethnically Russian, I'd like to know how you think that justifies invasion. What, because those people want to live in Russia? If they want to live in Russia, let them move. I guarantee you 100% nobody in Ukraine wants to get shot, even anyone who might want to live in Russia. Stop supporting this!